Makini. I and I am starting my new YouTube channel based upon wine and some relationship uh, topics, or not even relationships. 'Cause I'm not even in a relationship, but some topics as a female, a single female mom, trying to navigate her way through this period, middle-aged mom trying to navigate through this period in her life, embarking on some new things. So I love wine. I'm not a wine connoisseur, although I would like to say that I am, but I love wine. I love my vino, and I attribute that to my dad. Thank you, Dad, for introducing me to wine. So I figured I would start a YouTube channel since everybody's out here doing their own thing. I've really been passionate, and I'm sorry if I keep saying but I'm very passionate about wine and my life, right? So I felt like what a great way to connect with other women that feel the same way, or that may be going through similar things, that love wine and or doing dumb shit still, or making poor decisions, or just trying to figure out what they are doing at this stage in their life. So I figured I would highlight different wines for each of my segments. And today I'm starting with a Chardonnay. Wines that are, there'll be wines that have fairly good price points. So today I started with two. I have and I'm not going to drink both bottles, but I figured I would show you. I'm going to be sipping on Kendall Jackson Chardonnay, California wine, Santa Rosa. Both of my wines are from California today that I'll be highlighting, and they're Chardonnays. I don't know if I mentioned that. And Chardonnays typically have like a citrusy flavor, fruit like pears, star fruit, hints of vanilla. Some can be oaky. So you just have to find which one that works for you. And these kind of don't have a strong oaky taste, but you definitely can taste the bright citrus fruit in here. And little amount hits of oak. And this is a Josh Cellars Chardonnay. And you know what else I like that's really cheap? Sutter Home Girl. So that's a good go-to, and I like their 4-packs in case you just want to take them on the go or whatever. So today we're drinking Chardonnay. With these summer months approaching, a good white wine is good for the warmer weathers. Sauvignon Blanc, a rosé. I love a good rosé. I like Sauvignon Blanc too. I think I drank too much of those. I don't really like how dry they are. They have like a distinct taste. So I don't dislike it, but it's not my go-to. So I'm going to be drinking a Chardonnay today, and this is by Kendall Jackson. Kendall Jackson is a very highly known and recommended brand of wine in general. Thanks, Miss Diane, Kyla's mom, my sissy's mom, my bestie. Her mom drank a lot of Kendall Jackson wines when we were younger, and like $20 a bottle. And some of them still can be, but I got this one for like $12. So I thank her for her exposure of the wine as well. But yeah, I figured I'd start a YouTube channel, and it's going to be called Decanted. What a great name, Decanted. You decant your wine, you let it, take the cork out, you let it aerate, to kind of, bring all the flavors together, and I'm going to be decanting my personal life as well. Just kind of some things that I'm going through, or just posing some questions regarding what us women go through, and experience and question ourselves. And so yeah. So I'm a single mom. I'm out of a relationship for maybe almost a year, maybe half a year, 6 months, with my baby daddy. On and off again, baby daddy. I don't know, y'all can relate. Trying to rebuild, trying to restart. So about 2 years ago, I'm from Pennsylvania, from a small town in Pennsylvania, outside of Philly. And him and I came together about 5 years ago and felt like we were going to try to rebuild on our broken relationship. We were separated for like 10 years for various reasons that I don't really want to get into right now. Because again, I question my decision making. But anyway, still in love and wanting to try to rebuild. And, that's my baby daddy. I have two daughters. And this is my youngest father's daughter. And don't judge me because I have two baby daddies. Yes, I do. Um, Sip Happens. That was going to be another name for my YouTube channel. And I'm still kind of figuring maybe I might go to Sip Happens. But that might be my thing. That's going to be my thing, my go-to phrase in my channel. So, yeah, so we decided that we lived together for a little bit there, went through our little ish there, and, growing pains and trying to figure it out. And we decided that we were going to move to Dallas. His family's from Dallas. And we were going to rebuild when we came to Dallas. So we tried to rebuild, but it didn't work out that way. And you know how this going through a relationship and knowing someone for such a long period of time, it's kind of hard to kind of detach and let go. So it's kind of like what is transpiring. Like, I'm at a place in my life now where I just I want a healthy relationship. I want something that's healthy. I want someone to love me for me unconditionally, that truly values me, appreciates me, treats me like the queen or the princess that I am. And, I've been through a lot in life, and I think a lot of us have. And I think we lower our standards or we settle. We really shouldn't be settling. Like, we have to know our worth and our value. And I still am learning that at this big age of mine. So yeah, that's what my YouTube channel is going to be about. But Chardonnays. So typically, I like Chardonnays. Back to the wine. Typically, I like Chardonnays that are from California. They tend to be a little bit sweeter. Um, so when I drink a white wine, that's what I go to. Now, my favorite is Cabernet. I love red wine. Love red wines. People tend to think that they're a little bit heavier when you drink them throughout, like in the summer when the weather's hotter, but I drink them throughout the year. Now I may drink a little bit more of Pinot Noirs and definitely rosés, but I definitely still drink my Cabernet all year round. But so my favorite is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and my cabs I love a good California cab too, but I also love a nice Argentinian or a Chilean red wine Cabernet. That is love. I also love a good Australian wine, red wine as well. But my favorites are, I definitely love reds from California, but my favorites are like a nice Chilean, um, Argentinian red vino. So yeah, so you'll see that I drink lots of wine. I'm just like, call me a wino, whatever. So I'm a single mom. I'll tell you a little more about myself. I'm a single mom. I'm a nurse. I'm an operating nurse per se. I travel. My daughter is 19, so I'm finally able to travel a little bit. Um, I traveled pre-COVID, but I did kind of local travel back home in PA. But the market wasn't that great after COVID. Then I moved out here, and the rates in Texas are not good at all. They're not anywhere near to how they are, like out on the West Coast or back on the East Coast. So I'm in Philadelphia right now. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to my Eagles. I'm an Eagles fan too. Did I mention that? Um, and shout out to Shador Sanders, who finally got drafted in the fourth round. That shit was crazy. But anyway, that's another story. Neither here nor there right now. But shout out to Shador and Shiloh. Him and his brother both got drafted. Dope. And shout out to mommy and daddy. Shout out to Dion and mommy. Y'all did a great job with them boys. Instilling God into their life, God first. That's what we have to do. Always put God first in the forefront of things, and I think we lose sight of that, even in our relationships, right? So I'm just learning things on the way, and I'm so excited about sharing my